association with the PGA Tour is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Valero Texas Open. Today's coverage is about to kick off. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. Now there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
Yeah, so this week their goal is to beat Jon Rahm. Henny, that is by no means an easy feat.
No, if Jon Rahm is fired up, sparks could fly, you want to be out of the way, and he's just going to go straight through like a Spanish ball.
Yes, he's fire and brimstone, isn't he, Jon Rahm? All the Americans couldn't beat him in a Ryder Cup. This player, well, it's an ambitious rivalry to say the least. TPC San Antonio, Rich, is one of the stern tests on the PGA Tour, and you get an examination right out of the gates.
Second shot on this golf course, Luke, is one of the most difficult on this golf course. A deep bunker out to the right. The green runs away on the right-hand side. A tiny target for sure with the second shots.
Club up. I like this play.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at first.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He finds himself in a share of eighth. Let's head across to the second, which is a par 5, but a long one, stretching over 600 yards.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shot, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
You know, the Valero Texas Open is such a hugely popular and famous event in this great state of Texas. I know as a proud Texan, Beamer, this was one you wanted to win at some stage in your life. You get the cowboy boots for winning here, but TPC San Antonio, it really sorts out the players, doesn't it?
It does that and possibly more, Luke. I have to say that coming to this tournament, since its inception here at TPC San Antonio, I was a little dumbfounded on exactly how to play it because there was danger everywhere. It's just one of these golf courses where it's relentless, where you just don't feel like you stand on any particular shot and feel like it's easy. Like you can breathe easily and go ahead and let it go. Maybe on 1 or 2 holes, but that's about it. There is danger seemingly everywhere, especially off the tee around this golf course. Most notably, the 9th hole, where one player hit his first shot to the right, and then it stayed right, and then stayed right, right, and then all added up to a 16. So there you go. I think that's the highest score ever recorded at the PGA Tour event as well, a 16. Where? At TPC San Antonio.
Currently 1 under for the event. Rich, let's head to the par 3 third, the first of our shorter holes.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
That's a bit disappointing. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par.
It's looking solid.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The fourth is one of the stronger par fours at TPC San Antonio, stretching 485 yards.
This is a very narrow driving area, especially where that fairway bunker comes into play down the left-hand side. Second shot is to a green that runs from right to left with a deep bunker down the left-hand side. Anything missed out to the right is no bargain either, as there is a runoff area out to the right-hand side. This is a difficult par 4.
The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in John Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think John Rahm's name would be number one, because he seemingly has zero weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the John Rahm era right now. Chance now from the bunker for an up and down. Sitting at -1, currently tied for 8th place. Here's their 6th shot. 3 shots off the lead. Went down.
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
This putt coming up is for triple bogey. And down she goes. Trailing by 7 after that hole. Well, TPC San Antonio gives you a few chances to get after the golf course, Rich, and right here at the 5th, there's a decision to be made off the tee.
This is an excellent opportunity to be brave, knock it on with the driver. If you lay back with an iron, a very straightforward pitch, but I just don't see the players wanting to lay up.
Oh, that is crushed. Second shot here on the 5th. Oh, that was tiny. That should ensure the upper middle.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side. But from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly. But still, going in with a short iron into this par 4, a birdie is definitely makeable.
No point hanging on to that one. You didn't hit your best there. Second shot here on the 6th. No green in red, but a chance to save their par. This would be a great par putt if you can make this. That's a good way to end what was a challenging hole.
In trouble off the tee in that fairway bunker with that putt saves the par. Well done.
Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
This one's got eyes for the foot.
Oh, that is brilliant. A bonus birdie. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Par 3 7th, Rich, has this big cavernous bunker that sits right in the front center of the green.
And it's a triple tier green as well, Luke. It shares it with the 3rd hole. Anything missed out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area. It will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you said.
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
What's in front of them, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here. If this putt drops, they'll pull in front of Rahm. This group is heating up.
It's got a chance. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. Handy effort that one. Interesting choice of the driver here. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Getting ready to play their third. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, this is lovely.
Outstanding approach shot. Let's get back to it, shall we? This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
Looking better.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt that one. And with that now, back to level up. The closing hole on this front nine at TPC San Antonio is a strong par 4. Sometimes you hit some good ones, sometimes you hit some bad ones. The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number one, because he seemingly has zero weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Jon Rahm watched that one all the way. Great approach shot. This player is definitely upping the pressure in this rivalry.
A spot in the top 10 awaits if they can make this putt.
This is on a great one.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And that will take him to 1 under.
Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Ooh. Well, let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots, as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
That should set up another chance.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
Chance to sneak into the top 5 here.
Come on, ball, don't deny it.
You always like that on long putts when you just have to go ahead and tap it in stress-free. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Reach this par 4 12th, really challenging, especially around the green.
This tee shot is underrated in difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot as this fairway pitches from left to right. You want to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by two of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
From around 120 yards here, only a few shots off the pace. Going with the 8-iron here. Yeah, nicely played.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a two-putt here is still good.
And a long-range putt coming up here. Be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
This is their look at birdie.
This has eyes for the hole. Well, that was a beauty. That had eyes for the whole way. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. And let's have another look at that one.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Currently 2 under for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
13's a long par 3, measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Downhill to a sliver of a green, however. Anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. Come up short, and those bunkers, that's no bargain either. A 3 here, you done good.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Didn't that look good for a long time? 12 feet to the cup coming up.
Trying to save par here.
Go on, get in the hole. Good putt that. He's currently tied for 5th. What do you think of the 14th, Rich? A par 5, 575 yards.
This is a really good par 5 here, Luke. Tee shot wants to favor the right-hand side of the fairway, if at all possible, shortening the hole some 20 yards. Second shot must avoid those fairway bunkers down the right and on the left-hand side. A narrow opening to this green should players go for it in 2.
Well done. Rich going for this green in 2. Plenty of sand there to mess with your golf ball.
It requires accuracy. There's no doubt about that. There are bunkers both right and left that can certainly gobble up your golf ball if you get a little bit offline. Anything missing a little bit long and left, however, though, that is a good spot to miss it.
Oh, I love the look of that. Couple back, Rich, and had the courage to get after it.
Absolutely, Luke. Trailing by 2, you can tie the lead if should they make the putt.
Ouch, that hurts. That's disappointing. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd.
And with only 4 holes to go in this event, Luke, this is a good opportunity, big moment for this player.
As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
Going with the 6-iron here. Needs this to kick a bit left. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
Attempt.
A par putt awaits.
This looks good. And the putt drops. Now at 3 under, heading down the stretch.
And just a few holes remaining. Let's see what they can produce.
Just one off the lead after that hole. As we find ourselves at the 16th, the par 3. Great entertainment here, Rich, especially with the center bunker.
Love this hole. Probably my favorite one on the golf course, even with that bunker in the middle. The back portion of this green actually is an amphitheater, so anything missing a little bit long on both sides should wander back onto the green.
And he's down there. You got to read.
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Surely it's going to.
Nicely holed. And for par. Currently at 3 under for the day. As we get down the stretch here at TPC San Antonio, there's a number of options that can be taken. This 17th is a fascinating hole.
Luke, if it's playing downwind, a driver is a must. If it's back into the wind, take out the iron for safety.
And this is a mighty performance. You look at the player creeping up the leaderboard at just the right time.
We expected to see someone come out of the pack to contend for this title. This player is doing just that.
This is a spot they'd love to get up and down from. Just 2 shots off the pace.
Nothing like a little pressure late in the day.
He's in a share of 5th position. Well, while the closing hole at TPC San Antonio can be reached in 2, Rich, it's all set up by the tee shot.
Tee shot must find the fairway. If not, you have water hazards left and bunkers right that will gobble up that second shot if you're slightly out of position.
Where was that going? And here we are with the 3rd shot.
He's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back.
Well, it all comes down to this. Make the putt to force a playoff.
Hey, that's a chance.
And just like that, we're going to a playoff.
What a grind this last few holes were for this player. They got it done. Late charge up the leaderboard. Love to see it. Heading to a playoff.
Here we go, Rich. It's time for some playoff action.
Everybody loves a playoff, Luke. I'm excited about this.
This will be intense, Rich. So much pressure, and these players won't be stopping until one of them wins the hole. Buckle up.
Luke, I'm ready. Let's go.
Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. Henny, how bad is this lie?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
Well, big moment here. Really got to be aggressive if they want to have a chance in this one.
With their opponent in there close, Luke, absolutely take dead aim.
Oh, and that's a missed green in a playoff. Hopefully they can regain their composure.
That's a shame, Rich. They toiled all tournament, only to come unstuck when it mattered most.
Getting to the playoff was a great accomplishment. However, losing on the first hole doesn't feel good, but still a good week.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed our extra coverage in this week's playoff finale. From myself and all the hardworking people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Legends Championship is about to start.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
Well, Henny, quite a challenge that this player has set for themselves. We've seen them beat many of their rivals this season, but there are not many people that can go up against the great Tiger Woods and succeed. History's told us that.
Oh, well, they certainly do not lack in confidence. This is going to be a very entertaining group to follow indeed.
Oh, I'm jumping around in my seat, and I can also see Rich Beam doing exactly the same. He managed this feat back in 2002 when he won the PGA at Hazeltine over the great Tiger Woods.
Oh, please, Luke, don't mention that. Once we get Rich on his high horse, there's no getting him down again. Although, he has shown that it can be done. Tiger Woods can be beaten. However, it is such a tall order. I know that this player has beaten all of these incredible roster of players and all these rivalries so far, but come on, this is Tiger Woods. Can it really be done today?
Well, that's the question we're going to get answered, aren't we? Very few people have ever laid claim to beating Tiger head-to-head. Good luck in your rivalry. You're going to need it. That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff.
Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Ooh, almost one in. Good power saver coming up for this fella. Only one under for the tournament. Okay, let's take it down to John McCarthy, who seems to be hiding behind a tree here. John, you've been getting familiar with this golf course. What will the players be dealing with this week at Lone Grove Golf Course?
Well, Luke, as I walked the course, checking it out this morning, the one thing that is immediate is this course is full of elevation changes. Not only throughout the holes either, it's like even when you get to the greens, the elevation changes can get you. These greens are dynamic, and that is putting it very lightly. You really have to plan out your approach shots into these greens. Make sure you don't leave yourself in trouble. Some of these greens can straight up reject a poorly executed approach shot just from the contours of the green alone. Other times you may leave yourself on like the wrong shelf of a green, making the next putt nearly impossible. These greens can really play tricks on you here at Lone Grove Golf Course, and I'm looking forward to see how the players deal with it today.
And now you just got to pray for good luck, because that one's heading towards the sand. Getting ready to play their third. One stroke off the lead. Trying to get 2-3 under par with this putt.
This for back-to-back birdies.
That's a good putt to make. We'll take that. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich. I like it. Boost me on it. This hole is a par 4. That's a big drive. And Henning, what's he looking at here?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
They get a little ground draw here. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm. Starting to look really good.
That'll sting a bit. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is what they have left for par.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Here at Lone Grove Golf Course, the 6th hole is a par 4 measuring a decent 465 yards, Rich, all the way back there at the tips.
Yeah, no bunkers on this tee shot. Plenty of room to hit it both right and left. But if you miss it wide one direction or another, you're going to find all kinds of troubles with those tall trees. Just that one bunker that fronts the left-hand side of the green here. Again, though, a lot of runoff areas around this green makes that second shot so much more difficult to get it close.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Oh, how about that one? And that will take him to 4 under. And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Quality shot, that one. Always nice to have a birdie putt.
It's tracking.
What an excellent time to make a big putt like that. And you bet their rival knows just what happened.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. And they'll be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. There's a good chance to maintain the momentum. Wow, that was just striped. Currently -5. Currently in the lead. Going with the 7. You like that, didn't you? 16 feet to the cup. Tracking, and that putt will drop, and it'll extend his lead, and that will take it to 6 under. And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in second. Here we have a short par 5.
Already in control of this tournament, looking to extend that lead on this short hole.
That's a good-looking shot there. Time for the second shot here at the 9th. Seems to have chosen the 3.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
And I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulations, spot on all day. Awesome.
It's on a great line. Well played. What an eagle. And with that, we'll move to 8 under par. Awesome work. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Look, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out. But so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Nicely done. This one from about 160 yards out. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. And should find the surface. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Looking good.
And down it goes. Leading by 6 strokes after that one. Teeing off here at the 11th. Opting for the hybrid, I think. Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And now that finds him in first place. 12 hole here at Lone Grove Golf Club, 543 yards, par 5.
Again, no bunkers off the tee shot here, Luke, though, but anything missing out to the right or even far left, you're just going to have all kinds of problems. Second shot down the hill to a green that's surrounded by water in the front, bunkers both left and right. I love this golf course. I love the beauty of it, but I got to say, it is a really difficult course.
That one should find the surface. Oh, what a shot. We'll take that. Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour players hold these. Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that. So, still currently in the lead after that hole. But Tiger Woods is lurking in the second place. Well, that's huge momentum there, bringing to this hole. Coming off the eagle. Time to hit another good drive. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. And they're playing from about 140 yards out. Not bad. A look to get to 13 under par.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Looking great now.
That's a big time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. This hole is a par 5. But there's no doubt they'd have some positive vibes coming off that birdie. Let's see if they can keep it rolling.
Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff.
Which we talked about so much and we heard so many of them throughout the years. A Tiger roar just sounded different to any other roar on the golf course. Explain just the energy of that and what you endured.
Well, the Tiger roars usually involved about 35,000 folks, and any other roar was about 3,500. So that was already a massive difference. You just knew it. There's just an energy in the air. When you heard a roar go up, you immediately could tell whether it was Tiger or it was somebody else. And it all kind of depends on how you were affected by it. And I think that where a lot of players got into trouble was listening for the roar, listening what kind of roar it was. And when they let it into their head that it was a Tiger roar, then I need to do something better. I need to change it up real quick. And in fact, that's probably what hurt them more than anything else. But listen, when Tiger did something fantastic, everybody on the golf course knows it.
Leading by 9 strokes after that one. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4. That was pummeled. Great drive. This shot from around the 200-yard mark.
Going with the 5-iron here.
Gee, I think they've got the handle of this game, Rich. Fairways and greens.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Good looking putt. Beautiful shot.
Woo, that is some pretty good breathing room out in front by a bunch.
Our current leader is enjoying a 10-shot lead.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface.
Oh, it's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
He's currently sitting in first place. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action.
Tee shot is looking good here.
Second shot here on the 17.
second.
And Rich, after the first 17 have tested the plan, they find themselves on yet one more examination with this last hole.
I love this hole because if you're leading and have a chance to win, this is the tee shot you want. There's all kinds of room out there to the right-hand side. Tee it high and let it fly. Give yourself the best opportunity to go into this elevated green with a short iron to make it as easy as possible on you. And it's much easier said than done, Luke, as you and I both well know.
It's all come down to this. Make this putt, win the event. Rich, mark that down as one of the outstanding wins we'll see this season.
It's always impressive when you see a player outshine their fellow competitors because all of these players are really good, but this player made everybody in the field look very, very average. So good was their performance.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Norwood Invitational is about to get underway.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Yes, what lessons have they learned in defeat? If you learn lessons in defeat and can turn it into a victory, well, you never lost, did you? Wow, that was just striped. Second shot here on the first. And here we are with the third shot. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
The old hammer hands putt. sitting at 1 over for the day. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. It was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Getting ready to play their third. This one should find the rough. This lie won't be too bad in the first cut. Choosing the 9-iron here.
These little members bounce to the right.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
They're going to need binoculars from back here to even see the hole.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. I like the look of this. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here at the third hole. Wow, what happened there? This would be a great up and down. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. This is a bogey putt coming up.
Surely it's going to.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one.